Peace, fam. Child, let me let this damn cat do the laughing for me, okay? And we're gonna let Mr. Western Man do some laughing too, because this shit has been crazy. Yo, I say I'm going to bed. It's too much shenanigans going on. Okay. I need to get some sleep. Yes, I have my regular rum punch. Oh, I'm so jealous. Kayleen White, save some for me. We need some rum punch. Baby. Listen, now first let me apologize to my loyal people who were like, girl, didn't you say you was gonna talk about these people in them damn videos no more? But I had to, guys. There's a lot to break down, and I'm gonna break it down from a psychological perspective as best as I can. We're gonna get into the tea. We're gonna get into what's been happening because it's so much stuff and it's just so infuriating. Okay, and I know y'all been watching. I'm gonna try my best. So I did watch most of King Roman's interview last night. We're gonna talk about that. I have some thoughts about that. And I did not get to listen to much of Sean Bradley's live, but I did listen to Reed's recap of the live because that live is long. And baby, it's just so much going on. Those are the two things that I'm going to be referencing today. As for the macro lady, I never watched an Fear video yesterday because I know all she going to do is tell a lie. Okay. But a lot of us now, y'all seen I did a video. Okay. I did a video about what happened initially when Phi Babe, aka the Chicago lady, embarrassed and humiliated one of her loyal subscribers in a chat with over 1,000 people. Now, I told you guys what I felt about that. Okay, let me get these people off the screen here. I told y'all what I felt. Okay. And you know, as usual, I have my notes, but it's just so crazy. This is so crazy. I still cannot believe what's been happening. Okay. I think Mercury retrograde is still in effect. This has been one of the craziest ones I've seen so far. Kayleen said, I know I missed a lot last night, but I saw the end of Roman and Summer Bradley. When I tell you the little that I did listen to of Sean Bradley's live, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. The Chicago lady, she get kicked up and down the streets, then push her down the stairs, then slam the trunk on her head. I don't know how she's going to recover from this and this is what happens when you're wicked, because you didn't have to do that to that lady. And you know how I feel about that lady, child. She doesn't talk shit about me in lives and stuff, but a human being is a human being. That lady has done nothing to you, and you did not have to treat her like that. You didn't have to humiliate her like that. And this is the reason why you're getting this ass whooping right now. Okay? And I'm here for it. I'm here for it because sometimes people do so many things consecutively or repeatedly, rather, they're so used to not being held accountable for their actions. And here's a time when you're being held accountable for your actions. All right? It's raining down on your head hard. And I know you over there deflecting, okay? Like God knows what. You're just trying to make this go away. You posting stuff about your mama and her wicked and reprobate mind for true Kayleen. Wicked and reprobate mind. That is an excellent, excellent description and summary. Because you got to be of a reprobate mind when you do evil shit to people and then you turn around and spin it and make it seem like you're the victim. Where did they do that at? What in the narcissistic hell is going on around there? Like, what is happening? You sat up there and embarrassed that lady, and then you turned around and going like, say you're a victim. I cannot stand people like that. I cannot stand that shit. And again, it doesn't matter how I feel about Independentisa and our previous runnings. Wrong is wrong. Oh, we're going to get into it, okay? We're going to get into it because this has been very interesting. This lady, she is so bewildered right now. She's over there throwing daggers at anybody that she possibly can. She's been trying to start beef with Sean Bradley. Hey, Zion, big up. She's been trying to start beef with Sean Bradley and his crew, okay? Who else? She's just been taking shots at mad people in hopes that this will go away because she really made her ass out of herself. And y'all remember I told you, just because you can't see her subscribers, how much money you want for bet to Phi Babe lose a wally per subscribers after she did that to Independentisa? Okay, she lost members, and that is verifiable because I was reading them comments. Okay, and there was a member calling her out for what she did, and then one of the other numbnuts was like, "Oh, why are you even a member if you're gonna talk to her like this?" The lady wasn't even being disrespectful; she was just being honest. She said, "I'm no longer a member." She said, "I'm no longer a member," because I think what happens is I think when you drop your membership, depending on what period you are in the membership, you might still have your symbol until the end of that period. So I think that's probably what was happening. These Not everybody is here for the mess and for her treating this lady horrific, because guess what? They know they're next. If and then this is what I think really did Fi Babe in. She referred to Independisa as a friend. What kind of friend comes online and publicly humiliates another friend? And she also said that that was her daughter's godmother. So that's two strikes against her. So let's get into this King Roman news interview. Okay, now I have done reviews before on interviews that he's done. I'm going to start with the positive. Okay, I have watched interviews of him before, so I know he's capable of being a good interviewer. I also know that King Roman is capable of being unbiased, okay, and bonding with whoever he is, or joining, I should say, with whoever he's interviewing. In this particular interview, I have several critiques. Okay, I have several critiques, and I'm going to share why. Because, first of all, King Roman, you are Babe Nation through and through. Okay, and my thing is, if you knew it was going to be too hard to really ask the hard questions and to be unbiased, you should have just sat it out, homie. This is no disrespect. This is no shade. Okay, I think you do good work. I think you make excellent content, but this was biased as fuck. And I'm going to break down what I saw and why I thought you were being biased and why I felt like it could have been better. Okay, so first of all, the first thing that I noticed was that I would have loved to see. So there were people in the chat, the super messy people were like, "Oh, we want the mess," like 3 seconds out. There are people in the chat, we weren't even 5 minutes into the damn interview, and they were like, "We want to hear the mess. We want to hear the mess." And I'm thinking, like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I like to learn about the person who is getting interviewed. I like to hear about who they are as an individual. And I think this would have been especially important with this person, Independisa, because Independisa has been kind of like she's kind of been cloaked by the cult that is Babe Nation, right? And Fi Babe and her antics. And so I think King Roman missed the opportunity, and he's done this with other people, so I know he's capable of it, to kind of show her own independence and autonomy as a person, as a woman. And instead, I felt like he asked questions that were leading. He didn't, hey, Pillow Taco Bay, thanks for being here, sis. He asked leading questions, okay? And here's the thing, if you're going to ask leading questions, you need to shut the fuck up and listen to what the person has to say. So he would ask leading questions, then he would cut her off, okay? The thing that really pissed me off was you were drawing conclusions prior to even hearing her answer certain things. So you were asking questions and you weren't, and I know I've seen you do this before. Like you're a really good interviewer. So I don't know what was going on other than the fact that my thoughts is that you were just being biased. You love Fi Babe. That's fine. That's great that you love Fi Babe. But then maybe you shouldn't have done this interview. Maybe you were too personally invested or involved to really do justice to this interview. So you were drawing conclusions prior to letting her finish, okay? And I felt like the questions that you were asking, now, anybody who watched the live where Fi Babe did what she did to Independisa, no matter how you feel about Independisa, you knew it was fucked up. You knew it was messed up what she did. She humiliated her, okay? She treated her horrifically, took her money, and then stomped all over her shit. That's what she did. That's undeniable. You didn't even ask her questions about how she felt about that incident. Okay? It felt like the line of questioning that you were asking was like to expose Independisa in some way. And that's very biased, given that she is really the victim in the situation. Okay? That's how I feel. I feel like she was the victim. See from the title, someone then got tracked and pop. Oh, yes, Pillow Talk with Bay. Oh, yes, they got tracked pop. Okay? them get run over. It's crazy. Okay. And I just felt like you were asking her questions that made her seem shifty. If Independisa is a shifty person, if she's lying, asking the right interviewing questions without accusing your interviewee, okay, it's going to reveal itself. But I felt like you were drawing conclusions without listening to what she had to say, and I felt like that exposed your bias. And that's just me being completely honest with you. I don't know. That bothered me a lot. Like there were and for me it wasn't about that the interview wasn't messy. I know that that's not really how you run. I think you usually are very the production quality of your videos is on point. I just felt like you just were not in a place where you could be unbiased. And it felt like you were protecting Phi Babe. That's the vibes I was getting. You were protecting Phi Babe, and it came off as very disingenuous. And even though I don't really, it doesn't, to me, it's like whatever, Independisa, that's not somebody that I roll with or rock with. I think that she deserved better. If you're going to call, for me, like I said, I see her as a victim in the situation. Okay. She's not the one who came over there and cussed out Phi Babe and then left. She was accosted in a live where she gave money, where she posted a comment. And then Phi Babe proceeded to talk horrifically about her. Okay. And then Phi Babe is so controlling that even after things went south, she started to call for basically trying to silence Independisa. Well, which is it, Phi Babe? Are you kicking her out? If you kick her out, you don't have any say in how she responds and how, she feels about the situation. You can't tell her how to feel after you just did what you did to her publicly. You're just going to have to deal with the fallout. And so she's so controlling. She controlled her by telling her what to do, where she can go. And then when she kicked her out, quote unquote, she's now trying to control her by saying where she can't go. She's interviewing with these people. What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? Okay. So that's how I felt about King Roman's interview. At the point where he started to have people come on and ask questions, I was gone because I had to go eat dinner with my husband and we were going to watch something. So I left. So I don't know what happened at the end. I heard 7 Stars came in and asked some questions. I'm going to have to go back and watch the rest of it. But I was disappointed and it felt like there was a lot of bias. It wasn't because it wasn't messy enough. It was because I felt like the way you asked the questions were leading and biased. That's how I feel about it. So let's get into some things because a lot came out last night. There were some things that really stood out to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, this shit is crazy. There's layers. And if y'all paying attention, you would see that the things that Tracy D and Demi Did It have said in the past aligns with some of the stuff. Okay? Everybody can't be lying, y'all. And truth be told, Independisa didn't really spill that much stuff. But if you were listening, you would catch certain things. So here are some things that stood out to me. The first thing I want to say is back to the King Roman interview. King Roman, at one point you said, did Phi Babe talk to you behind the scenes? And, my thing was Phi Babe has come out here and said Independisa was her friend. And Independisa also acknowledged Phi Babe as her friend. So you said, well, I would never talk to subscribers I would never tell, I don't know if she said if you would never be friends with subscribers or something. And once again, as the person doing the interview, I felt like that was out of pocket. Who cares what you would do? Ask her what was the nature of their friendship or relationship. If you didn't think it was a friendship, ask her what the nature was. And then you just kept, it just felt rude. It felt like, wait, what? And was Phi Babe really a friend? So people, I don't know if it was King Roman or somebody in the chat was like, well, Tisa, I think you read a comment. Tisa's not a real friend because she's spilling the tea. My question is, was Phi Babe a real friend when she publicly humiliated this woman in a chat of over 1,000 people? Was that a friend move? You cannot demand from other people what you can't do yourself. And this is what I talk about when I say a lot of these people make rules that they don't follow, but they expect you to follow them. And it's ridiculous, okay? She was never a friend to her. She just took this woman's money. Speaking of money, okay, I think this was when Phi Babe went to California. Independentista said 5'8" wore the same damn leggings for I don't know if it was 3 days. I said, wait, what? How you gonna wear the same clothes 3 days in a row? And I don't know what happened with her daughter and stuff. She was saying stuff about the daughter. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna say. Hey AJ, thanks for being here. This is what I have to say. Five Babe has clothes. Five Babe was running game on Independentista. She came there and probably just brought a couple outfits because she knows Independentista has given her money time and time and time again. So she thought if she come there and look like Porting, she was going to shovel out more cash to her. Okay, that lady has clothes, and here's like we see, she's always getting stuff. She's always getting money. I don't believe for a second she didn't have the clothes. I think she was running game. I've already done playlists. If y'all remember, y'all will see I've done playlists about the scamming tactics of this woman. This is why I don't feel bad for people because, again, a lot of people are willful participants. You're not a victim. Because how do you not see that this lady's been running game? So I think that was a game. Okay. I think that's what it was. And I don't know if she was alleging that there was stuff going on with them. I have no idea, nor do I care. What you do, you know, what relationships you get into, that's up to you. Kelly said, baby, I know those leggings stood up in the corner by themselves. Exactly, from the crust and the musk, Kayleen. And this is why now I believe people that you don't smell good, Fight Babe. Leggings sit up under you like close to your vag. Okay. So you mean to tell me you wore them same leggings for 3 days? That is nasty to take, honey. Okay. This is why people make fun of you when you self-admitted that when you XYZ to your XYZ, it smelled like fish. And we were like, that's not normal, honey. Okay. This is one of the activities that will lead to that smell. Why are you what? That is so crazy. AJ, you know I'm not lying though. Who does that? Leggings is practically underwear because it's like fitted to your body. Okay. Ciao. Oh my gosh, this lady is pathetic. Okay, and then I think he asked King Roman had asked her about how she became a godmother or something. I didn't hear the answer good, but it sounds like she didn't even ask her, she just told her. Once again, these are huge red flags, people. Think about it. Why would the Chicago lady want to make somebody who she met off the internet a godmother? Now, keep in mind, this is somebody who's given her loads of cash. I think it's money motivated. I think it's because she knows this person is going to give me even more stuff for my daughter. This lady is such a user. She is such a user. Like, what? That pH balance should be a priority, AJ. Preach it. Baby, ain't enough Diva Wash, ain't enough Honey Pot, ain't enough Pangea that's going to save you from wearing leggings 3 days in a row. Okay? I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand. And you're going to be around other people that's going to see you. Gross. So I think she did the clothes thing to make it seem like she was destitute. So Independentista could shove a lot more cash to her ass. I'm not believing that she doesn't have more clothes than that. I'm just not believing it. I know it's easier for people who can't stand her to be like, she just don't have it. No, she got it. How the hell? See, this is also proving further about the theories. We're going to call them theories and allegations about possible substance use, because where is all this money going? Where is all this money going? Why are you wearing the same leggings 3 days in a row? Okay. Why? Like, I don't understand any of these things. I don't understand it. But then you want to brag and boast and compare yourself to other people. Where is this money going? What are you doing with this money? And it only comes into question because of certain things that come up. It makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, here was some other tea that stood out to me. Okay. Independentista revealed that Five Babe had been talking shit about QB to her behind the scenes, honey. Now, King Roman News, this should have been a tip to you that clearly this is not just a regular subscriber, because QB is supposed to be one of her, like, whatever, the coolest person she's with on YouTube. Okay. And she's talking to you about QB. I don't think that's just a regular relationship. Okay. She would have to have some type of off, like, screen relationship with this person, a friendship, for you to, unless you're just reckless. Unless you're just reckless. So she told her that I guess QB was like, she was mad at QB when he spit the food out. Y'all remember when she made that nasty ass food? Okay. And I don't know if it was Thanksgiving, child. I can't remember, but I remember he spit that shit out in the napkin. Ooh, child. I would have never cooked or posted shit else ever again after that. Okay. I take my food seriously. All right. I know her ego was hurt from that, because mine would have been hurt. Like, damn, he spit your shit out, homie. Like, that's bad. That's bad. So she was upset about that. Okay, that's not a big deal. Who wouldn't be upset about that? Oh yes, Kayleen, it was pork chop. Oh, I hate pork chops. Anyway, chow, he spit it out in a napkin. I remember that. And just a little sidebar. This is no hate. I'm just being dead ass. I have never, nope, that's a lie. I've only seen her post one picture of food that looks appetizing. All of her food look nasty as fuck. You gotta try to make your food look that nasty. I don't understand. Like, sweetie, cooking is not your forte. Just hang it up, sweetie. Leave it to Food Junkie and Miss Cheryl Brown and the other people. Food is not your forte. Cooking is not your forte. Stop posting them nasty ass pictures of food. Okay, we had sketty and hot dogs. Okay, we had that light skin fried chicken. Exactly, Kaylee, but I eat this one. Oh, I can't. Oh, gross. I don't know why, but I can't stand pork chops. Child, fire babe, give it up, girl. That's that cooking or whatever you call it. So he spit that out. She was mad. I'm not gonna fault her for that. She's a human being. Okay, she could be upset. Then this is what really got me. Independentisa revealed that Fire Babe was mad. Like, she was mad that QB was coming to her house and she was trying to find out a way to stop him. And this is part of why, maybe the only reason why, they no longer do State of the Beef sector. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I thought I heard. And I said, what the fuck? What? Like, guys, that's bad. That is really, really bad for her to think that way, to feel that way. And then she told Independentisa. See, this is how you know that this woman really, really thinks way too highly of herself. You talked all this shit with this lady, and then you proceeded to publicly humiliate her. Okay? How was she supposed to feel when you did that to her? It was completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. And you were dead ass wrong. And instead of admitting that you were wrong, you came out here double, triple, quadruple down on your foolishness and made it seem like that lady is the one who was sick or psycho or obsessed with you. And see, I know this bothers you, Chicago lady. Here's why I know. You used to post probably a video a day, maybe every couple days. Since this shit went down, you've been posting daily, even if I don't watch them. You've been posting daily and multiple videos a day. Multiple videos. That means you've changed your behavior. What does that tell us what does that mean in my young Pharaoh voice? Why is this important? Okay, it's important because it shows that you're perturbed. It's important because it shows you are desperately trying to control the narrative. You are so mad that this lady has a rebuttal or is upset or has exposed your bullshittery that you're trying to now come against the argument by constantly going live, talking about nothing. Okay. Like I said, I didn't catch all of them. All right. Matter of fact, like I said, any of the videos you've done in the last couple of days, I have not watched them because I know it's a bunch of bullshit. Let me see. Let me go to her thing here and see the last one that I saw. Because when I saw that you just doubled down, I was like, no, you're a horrible person. And I'm not surprised. I would be lying if I said that I was surprised. Let me see here. Let's see which one of these damn videos, because you've just been doing way too much. Posting your mom's, I don't even know if that's a real doctorate or not. Like, girl, what? Oh, move on, Tisa. It's over. That video was infuriating. That was the last one that I saw, and I think she must have taken videos down because I feel like she's had more videos. That video was infuriating. This lady is so conniving and maniacal. You love to spin a good story. Like, girl, you've done this so many times and it's worked for you, but it's not working this time, is it? Is this what you wanted, Five Babe? You must have you tried to poke and prod Sean Bradley, a couple other people, and then you're getting exactly what you want to accept. They're reaping all the benefits. Your views aren't the same. Okay, they took a hit, which means your ego's taking a hit because we know how important numbers are to you. Okay. I know you got to be hurt. Your head got to be spinning. Okay. Because that was like back to back ass whoopings that you caught. Okay. It's just Lord of mercy. It's a certificate doctorate. Enough said, Zion Movements. Enough said. Thank you for that. Child, Mr. The Lid make my head spin. What? What make you love to tell so much life, babe? Oh my gosh, this lady is nuts. Okay, so we got the leggings talking smack about QB. Does anybody know, has QB gone live since what happened yesterday? Has QB gone live? Because I don't really watch QB. Her mama got a got a PhD, got a PhD. Oh, Zion Movements. Wow, she's trying everything. She's grasping for straws. That community wall is just ridiculous. You talking about everything, the Tuskegee experiments, girl. You all over the place. What's going on? You're unhinged. You are unhinged. I'm looking at these titles like, what? See, this is how I know you're bothered. You actually have the ability to ignore people. I've seen you do it. You could have ignored her. You could have done celeb commentary. No, what have you chosen to do? Control. See, when you don't have control over people, you lose your mind. You tried to do control move when you came on there and told your people where they can go and what they can do and who they can give money to. Okay, and it grossly backfired in your face. I bet you not only lost subscribers, but you lost a coin. I bet you the members was like, nah, we're not doing this. We're next. Anybody who has a brain will know, if she could do this to Independentista, one of the biggest supporters financially, she can do it to us. And you have to be dumb if you don't think that. Everyone is disposable. The thing with people that behave like Phi Babe is that when they discard people, you're just supposed to take it. You're not supposed to be sad. You're not supposed to complain. You're just supposed to be discarded and wait for the trash van to come pick you up and dump you in. That's what narcissists do. Okay. But then you realize that this lady wasn't just going to sit there and have you throw her out and wait for trash day. And you're mad. I want y'all to think about how messed up that is. That this woman is mad after she humiliated someone. She's upset that the person has a reaction. She's upset that this person is talking about it. You knew that lady lost, I think 2 people had died in her life. You knew this. This isn't a surprise. And you see how you're wicked in the move on Tisa video. You tried to spin it to make it seem like when I found out that Tisa had recently lost, bitch, you knew she lost somebody. She told you. Don't try to act like you did the stupid shit you did and then you found out. Let me tell you something, Chicago lady. Even if Tisa didn't lose anybody, the shit you did was super fucked up. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter that she lost people, but that shouldn't have been the deciding factor. It would have been wrong even if she lost no one. It only made it 10 times worse because she did lose people. You can't even admit to what you did wrong. How would you feel if somebody came out here and did that shit to you? You would have been through the roof. You're ridiculous. You are ridiculous. Then, okay, so this tea wasn't from King Roman News' thing. And I told y'all, once the people started coming up there, I was gone. It was dinner time and it was time to go hang out with Jeff. So I didn't see it. Okay. But what I did know is I listened to a tiny, tiny bit of Sean Bradley's live, and I listened to Olive Reed's live from last night. In Reed's live, she revealed that from the Sean Bradley live, Flybabe had bought Leo the Lioness a computer. Why is this important? Because if you think about it, does it really matter? I think for me, a couple things stand out. So people are trying to draw parallels, and they said, oh, she wanted Leo the Lioness, and she wanted to get with her. I don't know. I don't have any proof of that, and quite frankly, I don't really care. Okay, once again, not my business. However, the laptop situation does stick out to me because my thing is, you can't buy no damn leggings, okay? You stay begging for money. You talk about you can only afford a public defender. Hey, Proclama. Hey, Gemini 75. You all this stuff, but you got time to buy somebody a laptop. Does your daughter have a laptop, sweetie? Well, I know you got a laptop because you've referenced that a couple times. I'm just confused. And then I said, hold up. How close are you with Leo the Lioness? Buying somebody a computer isn't like a small gift. That's a big ass gift, guys. That is a huge gift. And I believe it was a MacBook. MacBooks are not cheap. Okay. Those are some of the most expensive computers. So again, doesn't matter because it's no money out of my account. But my thing is, it's not congruent with your behavior. And how come you're getting expensive gifts for her, but not the other people? Like, it's just weird. I don't know. This is weird. Weren't you closer with Tracy D? I don't. This is weird, guys. I just have a lot of questions. That was very strange to me. Okay. A whole hot mess, Proud Grandma. It was just very, very weird to me. Okay. And then we've been knew about the makeup thing. So Sean Bradley, let me tell you, the little bit that I heard, Sean Bradley drugged the shit out of her. He's tired. Thank you, Gemini 75. That's what I'm saying. Bet money her daughter don't got a new computer. But that's why I'm like, this something reeks. Something is fishy. No pun intended. Something is fishy. Oh, you have money for buy a computer for one other woman. You have new computer for yourself and your daughter? Eh? I don't understand. See, this is the same lady who come out here and try to flex on everybody and then be like, I got a public defender. Once again, I'm not hating on anybody who got a public defender. Lawyers are expensive. So this is not me trying to put anybody down. Hey, Miss Venus, hell. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm just saying. She's come out here and done so much flexing that for her to come out here and be like, I got a public defender, I was surprised. I said, wait, what? And Tracy D and Demi did it told us that this lady, I remember one of the most shocking things that came out of the Tracy D Demi did it era was that for me, it was just like this wall came down in my mind, was that a lot of the bragging and stuff that she does is a lot of like, she's putting on a front. When they were with her a lot, and they would go to her place and they would see what her place really looks like. Hey, Miss Tiva. And so it wasn't like congruent to the things that she would brag about. And we're only bringing it up because she brags about it. I don't watch people's things. I don't pocket watch. I don't care. Like, I'm not even like one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, like whatever. Okay. I have friends who have way more money than I do. I make more money than some of my friends. And then I have friends that make less money than I do. None of that matters to me. Okay. The only reason why I'm bringing this up is to prove to you this woman stays flexing and bragging about basic shit. She was like, I'm the type of person to have 2,000-3,000 in my account, and I tell you, girl, $2,000-3,000. That's like 3 months of rent. That's nothing to brag about. Girl, what? She just be revealing herself. I said $2,000-3,000. Girl, that's nothing to brag about, honey. Okay. It's nice. I'm glad for you, but no. The pressure cooker. Did you watch Tatiana live today? No. Five Baby is beefing with her now. Lord of mercy. I'm gonna have to add that to the list, Grandma. She is beefing with everybody, everything to take the heat off her ass. Okay, because it smelled like fried mackerel over there. See, thank you, Zion Movements. I'm like $2,000 to $3,000, honey. Okay, let's talk about what's his face, Dave Ramsey. Okay, Dave Ramsey said, "Listen, your emergency savings should start at $1,000, and that's just for basic. That's if you're in a shit ton of debt. You should have more than that. After that, you should have X goal, and then X goal, and then X goal. So, listen, girl, you could have not bragged about the 2,000 to 3,000, honey. I would hope you have more than that in your account. Okay, since you said you got this, business that's popping. Okay, and whatever happened with the house? Again, things she's bragged about but never comes to fruition. You just love keeping up with the Joneses. It's hard to keep up with the Joneses. There's always going to be somebody who makes more money than you, who has more resources than you. Just be yourself. Do what makes you happy. Stop watching other people things. Do what makes you happy. And when people get on here and brag about basic shit in a way that they trying to rub stuff in people's faces, like, this just shows like you really haven't had anything. And I'm not saying that as a person who has lots of stuff. I'm saying that because it just looks tacky. It looks tacky to do that. Nobody's saying you can't celebrate your successes. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Hey, DC, Purple Diva. Good morning, sis. Or good afternoon, sis. Like, what? And didn't you say you were studied finance? Girl. I'm just confused. I'm confused. Both y'all brag about $2,000. Pressure. Also check out Sugar PYT. She dropped the tea. Child, let me write this down. Y'all coming with the receipts today and the tea. Okay, because I'm gonna watch it in between clients too. Gemini 75 said, and Thati tries to be so unbiased. Eklama 67, she's falling apart and probably been up all night doing this mess. It is, and isn't Tatiana Babe Nation? I'm telling you, listen, I think it was 2 years ago I did my first cult video, and I warned y'all about the cults of YouTube. I warned y'all about the cults of the B sector, okay? And that was for my old channel initially when I did that stuff. So that stuff is gone, but I've redone that content. Maybe not to the same level, but I've redone it. Guys, you have to protect yourself from these people. They specialize in mind fucking you. Like DC Purple Diva said, this retrograde got these folks acting out. Sis, that's what I was telling them at the beginning of the live. Yo, this is the craziest Mercury retrograde I've seen thus far on the beef sector. I've seen it always gets popping, but this is the craziest one I've ever seen. I know she could not sleep last night. I know she would. I know, like, baby, it must have been crazy. I just been laughing, like looking at these videos, like, yo, didn't I tell y'all? I have to find the live. A few weeks ago, I did a live, and I said, some of these people who come on here and bully people and try to, do all this stuff to people, dox them and things, okay, that it was going to be their year. Child, that was a download I got. I'm going to have to go back and see exactly what I said. But I told y'all some of these people were going to get it. All right. This lady has had a long time to clean up her act, and she just keeps doing thing after thing. And I wonder if her friendship with QB would survive this. Probably, because it's whatever. He seems to be wrapped around her fingers. But, like, that's pretty messed up. If I would be very brokenhearted if I found out a friend of mine is like, oh, I'm so tired of her coming to my house. Wouldn't y'all feel bad if you heard that? That must be so humiliating for QB. And I would have said Tisa was wrong for spilling that tea if she was the aggressor, but she's not the aggressor. AJ, okay, thanks. I was like, I'm pretty sure this was a few weeks ago I said this. Thank you, AJ. I told y'all it was spirit just dropped it in there. These people was going to get what was coming to them, and they had time to stop, and they didn't listen. Okay. They kept doing stuff. And then I heard, I think this might've been from the Sean Bradley live. I didn't watch all of it, so I don't know, that she was I think it came out that no, it was Reed's live. Reed was like, she was trying to spill tea on Tisa, saying Tisa doxed Dirty Foot for her. And I said, Lord have mercy, these people. Don't these people care about their jobs? Stop using your resources to dox these people. First of all, stop doxing people. It's never that serious. I don't understand. I just don't understand at all. So I don't know. I don't even know if I believe her because Fi Babe love to tell lie. So she'll make anything up at this point because she's desperate. I don't know if I even believe her, to be honest. Because she just makes shit up. But the makeup thing didn't surprise me because I'm like, listen, we have one dirty foot gal and we have one dirty face gal. Who goes to bed without washing makeup off? That is like known. Even if you were stupid enough to go to bed without washing your face one night, don't let it be a night that you got makeup on. That shit clogs your pores. You're just asking for horrible skin. Like, what? They said she, when she got her makeup done at the show, she showed up the next day with the makeup from the day before, and the lady was like, you didn't take this off? She was like, no, I thought you could just touch it up. Once again, somebody that hasn't had anything. Okay. I had to cut some folks out Friday night just on GP for coming for me because of who I mod for in the black sector. I'm not safe to cuss a bitch out when I ain't fucking with you. DC Purple Diva, they love telling people what to do. You do you, sis. Okay. You can mod for whoever you want to. And this is what I said. We can't tell people where to go. Like, we can't, like, that's ridiculous. Nobody should be able to tell you that. And I'm with you. Sometimes you got to cuss them out, get them off your back. Like, excuse me? I mod and go where I want to go. You don't have to be there, but that don't mean you get to tell me what to do. Ridiculous. But honestly, I don't know how 5A is going to come back from this because this is an epic dragging. I can't even wait to finish watching the rest of Sean Bradley's live because it seemed like she got roasted and toasted over there. This is what happens, like I said earlier, when you do wicked things. She's too wicked. You didn't have to come on here and do that to that lady. She didn't deserve it. And I already know, I told you I had my run-ins with Independentista. But you didn't have to do that. You could have said this stuff to her behind the scenes if she was your friend and if she was truly your daughter's godmother. Hey, I don't feel comfortable with this, even though I still think it's trash that you feel that way because you can't tell her where to go anyway. Let's just part ways. No, you had to do it publicly. Do you know who does that? You know what that is? I'm trying to think what religion that is. That's a shunning. You tried to shun her. You knew if you talked to Tisa behind the scenes and said, let's part ways, it's not effective enough. You wanted to teach a lesson to your cult. So you publicly humiliated her in hopes that you could get views off of this incident and simultaneously control the rest of your cult members. Well, guess what? It backfired. Okay. See, I know when you're lying. Let's take a little field trip to her community wall. One of my favorite lies. Okay. My favorite lie. Thank you, new subscribers. Welcome to Babe Nation. Yo, you lose so many people. A whole heap of people you lose with the nonsense what you do. Okay? You lose so many people from the foolishness what you do that you have to even announce thank you for new subscribers. Since when you have to say thank you for new subscribers? It's liar telling. It's because the people them left and you feel bad and it hurt your ego. And now you're trying to make it seem like you're winning, girl. Bye. Hey, M-Tape. Ciao. Let me read these comments. Gemini said, yeah, but QB knows the truth about her. Remember him and Tracy D had conversations about how she is to her friends. Gemini 75, that's an excellent point. You're right. That is an excellent point. He does know. But once again, we've talked about how people, here's the thing, guys, and I'm going to say this. Some people are hard to leave. And what I mean by that is there are some people that are so miserable that you trying to walk away from them is so much more destructive and harder than if they just discard you. I'm not saying QB doesn't care about her. I'm sure he does. But I wonder if he's counted the cost of parting ways with Fi Babe. I wonder if it's too expensive for him. And I'm not talking about financially, I'm talking about emotionally. Some people are harder to walk away from. Sometimes it's just better to keep them at an arm's length, okay? Because the things that, you know, I'm tired of talking about this person, so we're not going to mention their name. But there's somebody who I had a run in with that's like that. It's never, you can never leave that person peacefully and respectfully. Even if you attempt to do that, they will find a way to make it into a living hell. They will find a way to try to humiliate you or lie on you or spin you. I can go down the list of personality disorders where that behavior is very, very consistent. That fear of abandonment, it will fuck you up when it comes to that person. Okay. That rejection or that perceived rejection, no matter how gentle you try to do it, it's very difficult. So sometimes with certain people, it's almost better to just keep them at an arm's length. Okay. Create some distance. Hey, Mimi, and keep it moving because they're just so obnoxious. And that's all I'm going to say. Um, yes, the Amish and Jehovah Witness, they shun people. You can't just leave. Okay. If you leave, they're telling other people, look, don't talk to them. Don't visit them. If they're sick, let them suffer. If they need food, don't drop off nothing to them else. That is how those people operate when you leave. Okay. Because I've seen some documentaries on that shit and I was surprised. I said, oh man. Yep, shunning. They shun people. So you don't just get to walk away. It's a whole event. And that's what Fibum tried to do to Independentista. Okay. She knew if she publicly did that, she knew that there's a lot of brain dead people over there, not all of them, but some. There's a lot of brain dead people over there who would look at this as a reason to attack her and to shun her because a lot of them don't think for themselves. What she says goes. I can't tell you how many foolishness and foolish people I saw over there in that damn comment section attacking people who had opposing viewpoints. They weren't being disrespectful. They were just challenging Phi Baby. What? Why are you here? And they were even doing it to members. And I said, wow, this Kool-Aid is strong. What's in here? What's in here? Child, it's a mess. I am blocked from people only because of someone I mod for. Some people take this YouTube thing way too serious. They're just dumb. It's just dumb, Gemini 75. And consider it a blessing because you don't need those people in your life. It's just dumb. I don't understand. Mimi. Yeah. She needs to worry about getting her. We were talking about pH balance earlier. She needs to worry about getting her pH balance together, allegedly. Stank Punani at her age. DC Purple Diva, it don't make no sense. And we were talking about this earlier. It's them damn leggings she wearing back to back to back. Okay? Her cooch can't breathe. It's all kinds of yeast and bacteria up in that shit. Girl, we believe it now. Saying leggings 3 days in a row, nasty. That's true. And he's probably afraid of losing supporters too. Gemini 75, excellent point. Yes, it's just too emotionally exhausting to break up with somebody like Phi Babe, and also he would lose supporters. But guys, take it from me. When you get away from a toxic ass person, it doesn't matter what you think you will gain or lose. Just do it. Your peace of mind is more important than any numbers, than any Google check, than your dignity. Walk the fuck away. You will get over it. It may be hard. People may attack you. People may lie on you. But you have to realize anybody who believes any of that stuff, they were never for you anyway. And you have to ask yourself, do they really know who I am? Who cares? Who cares? Because one thing's for sure, you may lose people, but you will also gain people. And you have to think about who you want to attract anyway. If people only leave because you're attached to somebody else, why would you want to be around those people? Those people aren't really there for you. They're there based on, your relationships that you're adjacent to. Who has time for that? Praglama said he knows that walking away from an abusive person is harder than people think. We're gonna leave this up here because this we're gonna talk about this. He knows that walking away from an abusive person is harder than people think. See, people, Praglama is making a beautiful point here. You have to understand it's not just domestically violent relationships and intimate partner relationships that are hard to walk away from. Abusive friendships are hard to walk away from. See, I know some of you guys have like read up on different things, but in certain relationships with certain people who will be unnamed, not necessarily people, but just traits that they have, that is one of the things. Leaving them can sometimes even be deadly. Now, I don't think it's deadly in this case, but sometimes, or like, do you know leaving an abusive relationship, that is the time when it's the violence could be at its highest? Now, with a domestic partnership, we're talking about physical violence. But in these type of relationships, it could be emotional violence, right? Look at what's happening. You kick the lady out. The lady shared her feelings. You're even trying to control that. That's not normal, guys. That is not normal. QB lacks self esteem. Yes, he does. MT, you nailed it. Yes, he does. And I feel bad for him because I know QB gets a lot of slack from people, but I like QB. I don't really watch him, but I think as a person, he seems cool. But he needs to build up his self esteem because this lady has done quite the number on him. Gemini, exactly, and that's why I cussed them out without mentioning their names. Ain't giving them no relevance. Nope. That's when the cult behavior begins. Yeah, when you leave, whoo, if he's not washing the makeup off her face, if she's not washing makeup off her face, doubt she's washing her private area as she should. And exactly, Gemini nailed it. I was thinking the same thing. I said, well, if she's not, hey, Mr. YouTube Streets, if you're not even washing your face, then how can we trust that you're washing your vag? Girl, and we know you're not wearing them damn leggings 3 days in a row. Nope. Thank you, Mr. YouTube Streets. That part at the pressure cooker. Your piece is way more important than this YouTube mess. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm saying this from experience. 9.72 inches TikTok dynamite. Listen, he said, "Walk on, girl. Walk on." That name takes me out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, your piece is way more important. Don't be fooled, guys. It can be hard and it can feel so intense, but your piece is way more worth it. It'll pass and you'll get over it. Hi DC Purple Diva Boo. Kayleen says, so true. Leave those low vibrating energy sucking people. Absolutely. Hey, Andrea. Absolutely. Leave them alone. It can only help you. It can only bless you. I'm telling you, they're going to make it hard. And sometimes they don't want to leave you alone. Ignore their ass. Sometimes I just ignore people. See, because I'm not going to give you the same read over and over and over again. It was one person, the dirty foot, dry foot gal. She just keep on making video and I talk. But I responded to her. And after that, I don't really give a shit because I don't care. And sometimes you just have to do that. Protect your peace. You don't got to respond to everything. It's just dumb. Hey, Vanessa. Yeah, as a person, he does seem cool and his voice is just annoying. Yes, that voice is annoying. You ain't lying, Vanessa. But as a person, I really do think, like I said, I don't know why I've always had a soft spot for QB. Even though I really don't watch him like that, he just seems like chill. He seems like a genuine person. I don't know why people hate him so much, but I really think he's a cool person. And I think he means well. Praglama said the harassment, stalking, shaming, the attacks from others, online bullying. He has to make a plan of escape. Whoo! Listen, this is pure fire right here. The harassment, stalking, shaming, the attacks from others, the online bullying. He has to make a plan of escape. If y'all don't know this is the truth right here, you have to make an escape to leave toxic ass people. I'm not saying you can't do a cold turkey, but expect the backlash. Let me tell you, hey, Miss Dovey, thank you for being here. Let me tell you something. I see this time and time again in the work that I do. I can always tell the people who were the covert narcissists, the people that I might have missed. And here's why. They follow a certain pattern when their partner leaves their ass. It's like a playbook. It's like a playbook. They do a lot of the same things. You have to have a plan because I guarantee you those people will not leave you alone. When you walk away, they will make your life a living hell, even if they're not doing publicly behind the scenes. I'm telling you, I've seen so many clients go through this where they finally get the courage to walk away from that type of relationship. And it might not even been physical abuse. Baby, this person, and it's normal for you to be sad or upset, when your relationship ends. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about full blown vindictiveness is on display. You got to have a plan, y'all. You got to have a plan. Mr. YouTube Streets, at Program and at Pressure. Hey, love, thanks for being here. Hello, Miss Dovey. Pressure, why you ignoring me? I've never ignore you. I said hi. I said, wait, what? How was I ignoring you? 9% stay acting up. Yes, they've been there, done that. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And have support. Listen, you know what I did? So I had when I had did certain commentary and this one person got upset and in their feelings and their ego was hurt because they love to talk shit about people, but nobody else can give their opinion. That person basically tried to turn a bunch of people against me. And you know what? That was part of what made me walk away. Because I said, if you can successfully turn people against me with lies, I don't need those people. I don't need them in my life. Thank you. Thank you for showing me who these people are. That was such a relief for me. At first you get irritated and then it's just a relief because you get to shake off the dead weight. You don't need those people in your life. So if you decide to take certain steps and people start to act funny, let them go on. They're doing you a favor. Kenley said he's going to have to make a fake funeral to get away from her. Y'all think it's a joke and it's a game, but it's not. And they live in the same city, so I feel for him. I feel for QB. I really do. It's hard. Honestly, I don't even see him walking away. She just going anyway, let me not say it. Same story, different names. Exactly, Andrea. Exactly. Hi, Andrea, that part, a cycle that keeps going on. And this is what makes me mad. Hey, Miss Doreen, this is what makes me mad, guys. This is why I can't stand some of the people over there. Once again, some, not all. Because this stuff has played out in real time. This isn't behind the scenes gossip. We've seen this play out. She's done this to people. Okay, multiple times. And every time they take her back, look how many people she's done it to. Hey, Nakia, look how many people she's done it to. Okay, she's used to it. YouTube won't let me thumbs up. Miss Doreen, YouTube be acting up. 9.7 inches said, no worries, you owe me something later. Listen, you're not 9.7 inches. If you're not going about your business and stop bothering me. Sure. I told you they stay acting up. They be coming in here acting a fool. Boltman or them something. Andrea say hi at Programmer. But I really do hope people, this is what I was saying before. When you start to see somebody has too much control over you, back away slowly. Withdraw your energy. Withdraw whatever it is. Hey, Strictly Platinum. Just step away. You don't got to do it abruptly. Start stepping away. And they will probably see you slowly backing away. Because that grip is so tight, any type of backpedaling, they're going to notice it. They may not say it to you. They may love bomb you, or they might try to pull some stunts. Just be prepared, guys. Be prepared. But when it's done, it's done. Don't go back and forth with them. And that's the only thing I would say. I think with Independentista, she can do whatever she wants. But I think after a certain point, I would just ignore her ass and keep it moving. Don't let her control you, but at the same time, you stop when you want to stop, okay? But I wouldn't give her too much play. I would probably let it ride out for another week or two, and then I would just pay her dust. Look at Deirdre. She did similar things to Deirdre. They weren't friends, but I think Deirdre tried to support her and stuff. And why is it that everybody has to be publicly humiliated when it comes to leaving? Like, it's just weird. Why can't it just be an amicable split? Like, it's everybody that's in a relationship with her. It always ends poorly. That can't just be the other people, guys. I mean, we're talking about patterns here. You know what I'm saying? How are there people that have done stuff to her? Sure. But she's done a lot of weird things to people when it's time to like end that relationship. I don't understand why people don't see that. Like, why? Why do you want to be in a relationship so badly with somebody who treats people like that? I don't understand. That's why people should not get so close with some of these CCs. Amen, Proglama. Don't give all of you to them and they're not giving you nothing from them. Excellent point. See, what Proglama is referencing is a reciprocal friendship. If you're truly friends with somebody, it's reciprocal. Okay? You can call them and you can talk about stuff. Maybe you need to vent sometimes. And then they can call you and it's the same. Okay? That is a good indicator of a real friendship. If it's one-sided, you got to pay attention to those relationships. Pay attention to them because they're not healthy. AJ said public humiliation, bloodlust. These people are like wolves, toxic. If that ain't the truth, AJ, if that is not the truth right there. And she's right about the bloodlust. Okay. Absolutely right about the bloodlust. Ridiculous. Doreen is blessed. Yes. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Listen to what Proglama is saying. Reciprocity is important. And I'm not talking about, so I might have said this before. I don't know. Maybe I was saying this to somebody in life, but sometimes if your friend is going through something, maybe it's not 50-50. Maybe you need to be there for them more. And you might not get to split the conversation because they're going through. That's different. But if it's always about them and their bullshit, you know what I'm saying? That's just not a reciprocal friendship. Those are people that I like. Listen, from the jump, when I spot that early on, no, ma'am, no. You know what I'm saying? It's just too draining. You want people that's gonna be there. Thank you, Andrea. You want people that is gonna be there for you. You know, like when you're going through stuff, and you could be there for them too. It's not one-sided. It's not you giving them stuff all the time. I have a friend, okay, and she lives in my town. I met her since I moved here. Every time she comes over, she brings something. It may just be, a box of tea or something. And that really helped me step up my game. That's just how she is. There's no pressure. I would give her stuff too, but like it's made me to be more aware of that. Like, oh, Leanna really like always brings something. It may be something small. She might have made something. And so whenever I go to her house, I might not do it all the time, but I try to think of, oh, what can I bring Leanna? Maybe I make like she'll can stuff, she'll be like, hey, here's some like applesauce or some tomato sauce or whatever. That's the type of person that she is. And so it's helped me to be like, oh, okay. What are some things that I can like give to her? I make body butter. Sometimes I'll bring her a couple of jars of that. So it just like we help each other grow. It's not about tit for tat necessarily. It's not about that, but it's just like make sure we're taking care of people in our lives. And it's not always about things, it's about energy and time too, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you ran your mouth the last conversation, maybe just be like, hey, how are you doing? We all could do that. We all get carried away, like what's going on with you? Or some people, it's hard for them to talk about themselves, guys. Some people, they're not going to naturally share stuff. It's not because they're being secretive. That's just hard for them. You have to ask them questions. So you got to kind of figure that out too. Like maybe they need like me to ask them questions and stuff, I know I'm like that. It's hard for me to just, unless something crazy happened, I might not just volunteer stuff, So, just those are just things to think about. So we can look out for the people in our lives. Thank God. It sounds like a lot of us here, we have real relationships. We know that this is not normal. And this is why I get concerned about some of these people who are normalizing this. If you're normalizing this, then that tells me your picture, your blueprint for what a healthy relationship is does not existent. If you're gonna co-sign this bullshit. Programa said you can tell what type of person she is. All she talks about is me, me, me. And we've heard that from other people who's been in a relationship with her. But when she wants something from them, that's when it's we, us, ours. Baby. Gems. Y'all better pay attention. Okay. AJ said that's a great point. I'm an only child, and sharing has always been an effort because I didn't have it to share. Guys, listen to what AJ is saying. Hey, Tracy. Okay, giving is important. And AJ is the only child. Listen, that is huge. Okay, that is huge. Excellent point. Thank you for sharing that, AJ. Nakia said true friendship is thoughtful and deliberate. Absolutely, Nakia. Absolutely. Zion Movement said, that's how I am. I enjoy giving. That's one of my love language. Exactly. That's another good point, Zion Movements. Figure out what your friends or your loved ones, their love language is, because it's different for everybody. Some people, they just love hugs. They're like real affectionate. Some people are gifts. Some people's quality time. Figure that out. Tracy. Hey, love. Mr. A said, people take kindness for weakness. Yes, they do. It's human nature. You have to know you and why you give. Listen, I love y'all so much. Y'all just be on point, dropping the gems, sharing these powerful life moments, okay? I am so grateful for each and every one of y'all. I'm bad. I actually have to leave because I have somebody. It's almost 1:30 where I am. And my arse got to get off of here and get ready for a video session. It's icy today, so I get to stay home. I'm happy. I might come back later. We'll see. But I just want to thank everybody who's been here, people who've dropped through. If you're up on the replay, thank y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for your words of wisdom. I'm just so glad that y'all see what's going on. And like I said, even though I've had my run-ins with Independentista, I wish her the best. And I really hope she does not run back to that crazy lady over there. Because it's not healthy. Okay. And sometimes those toxic relationships can be a drug. So anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I can't even play the outro music. I'm gonna read this last comment and then I'm gonna head out. I'm loyal friends. I have kept friends' darkest secrets till this day. Praglama, me too, sis. Even when we fall out, I will never tell their secrets. That's theirs to keep. Y'all better take down these notes. This is how it is. Great life per usual. Thank you, AJ Love. Gemini, have a great day. You too, boo. She will listen. It's sad, Tracy. I hope not. I really hope not. Going to replay, always a good conversation. Thank you so much, guys. Love y'all. All right. Have a good day. Stay safe. I might be back, but if not, I'll be in the bushes. Bye.